My cutie patootie.
All right, guys. Hello. Chris here joins my charities with my good friend Kelsey Ballerini from CMC Country Music Awards. Just kidding. Come on, Kelsey.
You don't want to hear me sing.
You know what's funny? When I was trying to find your Facebook, I was like, her last name is not Ballerini. Why? What is her last name? Like, I was thinking your name was. I was like, what is her actual last name? I didn't know how to friend request you. But that's awesome. But no, Kelsey, you guys, as you guys know, Kelsey is from the Big Dog Ranch, an amazing rescue out there. And I'm not going to say this because Kelsey's going to finish it. Go.
Loxahatchee, Florida.
Perfect. Loxahatchee, Florida. Lox and bagels. But today I'm speaking to a good friend of mine who comes from the same area of life, New York, New Jersey, right?
New York, Brooklyn, baby.
That's what I'm talking about, baby.
Northerners down in Florida.
I like it though.
Yeah.
But no, Lisa, I am extremely proud, is one of my proudest foster failures. I love that word. That word is just terrible.
Whoa. Are we gonna foster fail?
Well, we're still working on Lou and still working on me.
Okay.
But I will tell you, Lou, in the last month, wow. All I have to say is wow. Whatever profile you had on him, you can delete. Throw it away. I've got a brand new one for you.
Awesome.
This dog is, all he wants are belly rubs. He wants love, and he loves people.
So Lisa, so you haven't really committed to the failing part.
I have committed to fostering and getting this dog homebound, whether it's my home or another home. But that's not to say I'm not an adopter. He is not the first dog I've actually rescued.
All right. Well, listen, we're here today because me and Kelsey are the #1 salespeople in the rescue, and we are not going to get you off the phone until you sign the papers. She's going to send you an what do they call that? DocuSign.
We're going to send you like an e-contract.
Listen, if you have me as a forever foster, whether it's with Lou or multiple dogs to get them out, take advantage of that.
We love that. Honestly, that's to me. Fostering is just it's one of these things that, and for anybody in our audience who hasn't fostered before, it's one of the, in some ways, toughest and in some ways most rewarding thing that you can do to help these dogs. And it's selfless because, I tell people, who ask, about, isn't this so hard? And it's, yeah, I mean, in some ways it is, but there's so much good that we can do for all of the dogs if we can help this one and then the next one and then the next one.
So you said something that is exactly the way I feel. It's really rewarding because I know that I gave Lou an opportunity to live.
Yeah.
Because he was going through the motions of life at the shelter.
He was existing.
But not going through enjoying life.
Yeah.
And I really feel that fostering him gives me the satisfaction. And I know it's selfish when I say gives me the satisfaction, but it does, knowing that I've given him an opportunity because I've adopted other dogs, and adopting them, I know they're mine and I can work with them any way I can. With Lou, I really have had to work with him in a way that I'm getting him ready for life. It's like children.
Yeah.
You raise them, you mold them, and then you let them spread their wings.
Yeah.
Fostering has been such an amazing experience for me. And he's grown so much that I will tell you I probably will foster again. I find it very rewarding.
Yeah, that's amazing. I mean,
so Lisa, this is our first segment for Foster Friday on the Big Dog Ranch Facebook page. People are going to be watching. They're going to be learning about the whole fostering from your experience. If you were the ultimate salesperson right now, tell people who are on the edge of like fostering or not fostering why it's so important to be a foster.
Think about living in a minimum security jail without a reason.
That's how you start?
In a minimum security jail without a reason. And it's not that Big Ranch is a jail, but for an animal, they're living in a room. They don't have the opportunity to go in and out, to see people, to interact. Once you see the change in the dog, when you pull them out of there, it's amazing. and it's not as hard as one would think. If you're an animal lover, fostering is beyond rewarding. You know, you have to have patience with anything you do. Patience with a job, patience with people you meet, patience with friends, patience with your spouse.
Trust me, I've been dealing
Same
with
thing
Kelsey
with
for
an
the past 2
animal.
weeks. No joke.
They have feelings too, so it's the same
I
way.
have feelings too.
There you go. And you know what? Having patience with an animal is the same thing. I have to tell you, I have been enjoying the experience so much. Um, it's really, think about getting a new job. All right, you got a new dog. You got to work toward a new job. You work toward working with an animal. It's applying your personal life skills in multiple situations, if that makes any sense.
You are
It
making
really
no
is
sense.
not. It's not hard to foster. Even
Right.
if you have to foster and send the animal back. Though I will tell you, Lou's never going back to a shelter.
Yeah, that's the commitment I take too.
Lou's never going back to
Yeah.
a shelter. But it's like what I was mentioning before. Your profile on him, you can just throw away. Whatever you wrote about him is not true. This is the most amazing dog. He's very sweet, very caring. Like anybody in a new environment, at first you start sniffing your way around, getting to know your way. But it works. And I'll tell you, when I brought him home to foster, I was told about the 333 rule. So true. So true. Tomorrow is a month that I have him, and I will tell you, he's completely different. Completely different.
It gives me the chills.
This dog is lovable.
Can I tell you, Chris? Let me tell you something. You know how the other night we were talking about, when some of those dogs came to the ranch?
Yep.
Take a guess for Lou when he came to Big Dog Ranch.
Month and year?
Just anything you want to guess.
July 2018.
October 2015.
Are you serious?
So when we talk about Lisa being amazing, that's 5 years that this dog has spent in a different lifestyle. And so for him to be adjusting to a new home in the course of a month, what an opportunity. What an opportunity for us to get to know the dog, for Lisa to get to help transition him into a dog that's going to be a pleasure for somebody to live with, and for the dog to get to live his best life. What an opportunity.
Can I show you what his best life is right now?
Go ahead. Go make us all jealous.
Oh!
He's just sitting next to me, listening to my interview, enjoying life. This is like he sunbathes. Like this, what a life. Would you not want to sunbathe all day long? This dog, he loves.
Kelsey can use some color.
I really could. I've got a farmer's tan like nobody's business. That's embarrassing.
This dog, really, for you to say he was there for 5 years and to see what he's done in 1 month, because Sunday will be a month I have him.
Yeah.
No, like I said, delete and start over the profile.
Hey, Lisa, let me just add something because I know people are coming in a little after we start. Guys, I'm Chris with Jordan's Way Charities. I'm here with Kelsey from Big Dog Ranch. We are doing these Foster Fridays now every Friday. Today we have Lisa, who took a dog from Big Dog Ranch, who was there since 2015. Lisa, I want you to, if you can remember, what was Lou's profile and do you remember some of the details of his profile and what do you think about him now?
Lou's profile, what did it say? It said he was an escape artist. Not true.
He's got no reason to escape now.
Yeah, really.
Would he? Hello, look.
I wouldn't want to escape that backyard.
It said he was very active, which he's playful, but this is not a dog that needs 24/7 attention to play.
But he might have needed that at 2 years old. So if we did a poor job of updating the bios, I mean, he's now 7.
He'll find his ball and he'll play with it by himself. He's what else did it say? I know it said he jumped the fence to play with horses. He doesn't jump any fence here, I will tell you that. But we did have the TV on and he heard a horse sound and he jumped up real quick, which was funny.
Nice.
We all died laughing. The TV had a horse sound, and he was dead asleep. And all of a sudden, he went like, "Where are you? Where are you?"
Yeah.
Which was funny.
So,
go ahead,
Lisa. Was there a transition point in the last few weeks, or in the last, I guess, month, that you can kind of tell he knew he was home?
A couple of weeks ago, I had asked one of the trainers at Big Dog Ranch to work with me on obedience training, and very helpful, very knowledgeable. Lou had a little bit of a cough, so we decided to hold off on a week because, and just so you know, the cough was because of the collar. We changed the collar to a harness, and that did the trick. We waited a week, and I'm glad I waited a week. That week made all the difference in the world. That 1 week, he knew he was home.
Yeah.
I don't even know how to explain it. It was all of a sudden like he woke up Monday and he's like, I know where I am. We take him for walks.
Mm-hmm.
He already knows exactly what door to go to. When he's ready to come in, he tells me, I'm ready, and he walks right to the front door.
Nice.
So he knows he's home. He knows he's home. So the kind of training that we actually ended up doing was lifestyle training, like wait, sit. Kelsey, I don't know if you got to see the video I sent you about eating. I mean, that's crazy. He sits and waits. Day one I got him, he would attack his food. We are now 1 month into it. That's my neighbor pulling out their shed. He's a hound. What am I going to tell you? He speaks. Today, he waits for his food. He knows that he can't attack because he knows he's going to eat. It's such a different dog. So fostering has been really rewarding. Anybody out there that has never fostered, I highly recommend give it an opportunity. What's the worst that can happen? It's not for you. But if you don't try it, you don't know. You have to try it. You have to try it. So,
Lisa, what email address should she send you the DocuSign?
We'll talk about that privately.
Are you kidding me right now? This is real talk. It's Foster Friday. You think I came here to lose?
There's no pressure because we've got other dogs we will send you to foster.
No, there's pressure. Right now there's pressure.
Amazing home for Lou.
The pressure is what? Will I foster another dog? Absolutely. What I feel that I've accomplished with Lou, I'll be honest, I didn't think it was going to be as, I don't want to say easy, but it was easier than I had anticipated. I had never fostered. I had always adopted. So, when you adopt, you bring them home, you prepare them for your home.
Yep.
Here I'm preparing him for life,
yep.
whether he stays with me or not.
When did you learn about fostering, Lisa?
So I've always been aware of fostering. I never really did it. I work a lot. I'm not going to say that it was something within my lifestyle. I think this pandemic forced me to do it.
Yeah.
Because I am an animal lover. And you know what? It kind of opened my eyes to a different way of having a pet and having an animal. I always thought just having a pet meant, okay, here he is, he's mine. Let me introduce you to my dog. Let me take my dog here or there, blah, blah, blah. No, this pandemic, I'm sure, has brought out a lot of people to bring pets home.
Yep.
But it has shown me that that I saved a life. Yeah. I really feel like I saved Lou. My husband and I and my children have talked about the fact that whether I adopt him or I continue to foster him, he's never going back to a shelter because he will regress. Just like it's like a child. It's like I said before, they have feelings. You put a child back into a situation they don't want to be in, or once they get a taste of the good life, you're like, oh no. So whether he's mine for a day, 2 days, 5 years, whatever, he's never going back to a shelter because the progress that this dog has made is amazing. And again, I'm going to tell anybody out there watching, fostering is rewarding. You're committed and you're not committed. So if you feel like you have even 1 month to foster, you're giving this dog an opportunity to learn things, and the rescue to learn about the dog and the animal. Because I guarantee, Kelsey, you didn't know all these things about Lou before I brought him home.
No, sure did not.
You know, from what I understood, Lou was playful. He would jump the fence. In his own room, he would bounce back and forth from wall to wall to wall. He sleeps the whole night. Honey, but 5:30 in the morning, 6 in the morning, his face is in my bed. It's time to go out. Let's go. And he's so smart. He's had not one accident in my house.
Mm-hmm.
Not one. Not one. He knows to come get me, and he knows how to find my attention to let me know I gotta go. Otherwise, you're picking up a mess inside the house.
I have a question for you. So you may decide to keep him. That may be a thing. But if you didn't, tell us what you think his ideal home would be.
Lou's ideal home would be, Lou likes to see people. I have left him home alone. I started that 10 minutes at a time to see how he would be. Please don't think I'm crazy. I put on my Zoom and I watched him from my phone because I needed to see if he was going to bounce off the walls or not. He was actually pretty good. So we left him a little bit longer. He's okay to stay home a little while alone. He likes people. He loves belly rubs. He does need time outside. You know, he loves going for a walk. He likes to play with his Kong ball, and he knows it's his Kong ball. He doesn't need 24/7 playtime attention. He does like his rest time. He does like to be alone.
You know how he is with other dogs?
He does have a crate. He goes in and out, but I never close the door. And he knows when he needs his time, he'll jump in there. How is he with other dogs? He's never had an issue with other dogs. My husband takes him for walks, like a 3-mile walk on the weekends when my husband goes with a friend and his friend's dog. His friend's dog is what kind of dog? A French bulldog. They play. And the French bulldog is a puppy. He's not even a year old.
Right.
He's gotten along with my sister's dachshund, which is also another type of hound. He likes other dogs. He enjoys the playtime with them.
Hey, Lisa. So I got some questions. There's some people asking questions. They ask any possession issues with this dog.
Possession. So I would say his things, don't mess with them. What do I mean? I go to his crate to take out a toy to give it to him, and he comes right into the crate like saying, "What are you doing with my stuff?" He doesn't bite, he doesn't bark, he doesn't nip, but you could see that he's like, whoa, what are you doing? But that's not really an issue as far as that. His food, I would definitely say, we had to work on putting his food down. So first, it was just me. I had to put his food down. It was just me. Then it was me and my daughter. We're a family of 4. And I could see he would get a little bit anxious when other people would put his food down or touch his food. Like he'd be like, no.
Does he growl at any point?
I'd say at the beginning, I'd lie to you if I told you he didn't, but not recently, like at the very beginning.
Sure.
But it's fair to say he went from shelter to home life.
Yeah, absolutely.
Then he put himself with a bunch of dogs.
Yeah.
Learning what life in a home was like. Does he do it now? No.
My goal is really just to be honest. So we've got all these people tuning in. So
the possession would be his food, because I'm still getting to know him. Right. We can give him food. My niece tried giving him food, and you could see he was a little skeptical. So she didn't give it to him. Right. Okay, so I would say that. But possession, no. He lets us take toys out of his mouth and throw them. And he brings them back. Okay. So he brings them back to his place. He still won't drop the ball, but he knows that if he brings the ball back to a certain place and drops it, I'm going to take it and throw it back. I don't see any aggression in him at all. That I will
Yeah.
tell you. But with the food, I would be at the very beginning, have one person start and then work their way up.
Yeah, absolutely fair. So we've got somebody. Oh, sorry. Go ahead, Chris.
I was gonna do the same thing. Go ahead.
So we've got somebody asking, what commands does he know really well, and have you started to do any self-control training? Which I know you did mention earlier that he's starting to wait to eat and things like that.
So he knows how to sit. He knows how to go down. But obviously with hand signals, you know, those are things that I learned from the trainer. He knows how to sit. He knows how to go down. He waits. He knows how to stay. But more than that, I think with learning all those commands, he's learned lifestyle stuff. He knows patience. You know, hounds run. You have to walk a hound on a leash. But when we open the door to walk out, I just look at him and I go, stay, stay. And, you know, with my hand, stay. And he stays, allowing me to go out. So he's learning. Those are the commands that he knows, but he's applied them to lifestyle living, if that makes any sense.
Yeah, so it sounds like you're definitely doing some impulse control with him. You know, some teaching him to really.
Absolutely, that was one of the things that we've been doing actually this week with him.
Nice.
With the leash, when we get to the door, because that was he knows he sees the leash, he's ready. He knows what that means. He would want before he'd run out of the door and pull us. Now it's, you know, we stand by the door and it's wait. And if the door opens and he doesn't wait, we close the door right back. And now he's got it. Like from the beginning of the week to now, that impulse has, I'm not going to say 100% diminished, but it is, I'd say 80%.
Nice.
So are we going to adopt him? What are we going to do, Lisa?
Anything is possible.
You're gonna let me know though when you make a decision, right? Because you told me you have to leave in 5 minutes. I'm getting all this amazing feedback about Lou. I'm just wondering now about Lisa. What's going on?
What's going on with Lisa that I've learned how to love to foster? I've learned to watch these animals grow and flourish.
Okay.
And that really is a different skill. I mean,
honestly, I didn't think I had it in me. At first, I'm not going to lie, at first when I fostered, I was like, okay, it's cute to have a dog at home. And then I realized I better get my act together. And you know what? I did, and I love it. I love it. It's really just a very different, rewarding feeling.
Yeah.
And tell you what, saying goodbye to your foster, he's your first foster, right?
He's my first foster.
Saying goodbye to the first one is probably going to be the hardest one. And then, in my experience, they're, you know, we love them all, but some are more special than others.
You know, you say that, and I remember the day I left the Big Dog Ranch with him, watching Striker and Jessica cry, and it was like these, you know, it was bittersweet. Yeah. I'm like, stop crying, you're gonna make me cry, and I understand it now.
Let's get to the bottom of this, though. All right, Lisa, you are an extremely selfless person. You're on our first Foster Friday. Now I usually like to humiliate people at the end of the feed, right?
Go for it.
All right, I'm gonna be Lou. All right, you're about to tell me we're going to somebody else's house and we're gonna let Lou go. You ready? I'll play Lou. What's happening?
Oh my God.
Oh my God. You're a terrible person, Chris. I wouldn't keep you around.
What am I going to tell Lou? I'm going to tell Lou you better be a good boy.
Yeah.
That's it?
Good boy.
I always tell my fosters that if they're really bad, they can come back to me.
Yeah, and I'll tell you, everyone in my household would probably be thrilled.
Yeah.
You know, Lou needs... Lou, if anybody's interested in fostering Lou, he has so much to give, and he still has so much life in him. He would make any family really, really happy. And yes, Chris, including mine.
But I'll tell you what. I know that you're putting the pressure on Chris, but fosters like Lisa don't come around every day.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know if we want to give her up as a foster.
She can still foster. Just take Lou. Put him as a
Chris.
Yes.
Let's talk.
We'll talk. I got you.
We'll talk.
All right. But
the other thing I want to say, he's a human fly swatter. You'll never have a fly in your house. He chases them. He's so pin focused, and all of a sudden you see, gone.
Oh my God, that's adorable.
Never seen anything like it before. It is the coolest thing actually to watch.
That's hysterical.
We're just get a pest control company. What's the matter?
You don't need one. You've got Lou.
No, but all right, Lisa, I know you have to go. They said you had to leave at 7:30 sharp.
Yeah,
I do want to touch base on the fact that
I changed my my family dinner to do this because I really felt it was really important to let everyone out there know fostering is, you got to do it. You know what? Even if it's once in your life.
Yep.
Big Dog Ranch Rescue has what, 600 dogs?
Yep.
Can you imagine if a third of the people watching this fostered a dog?
Yep.
What it would do? You're saving the dog you foster and the dog that they rescue. So it's not just one dog, it's two.
I agree. So, guys, if you're coming in late, this is our first Foster Friday segment we're doing with our friend Lisa, who fostered Lou after being at the rescue since 2015. I just want to say you're an extremely selfless person. I really value our friendship and value that you came on and talked to us, to me again, and to Kelsey Ballerini once. But we really love that you came on here. It's amazing what you're doing. If you guys are watching this, share this as much as possible, because being a foster is extremely important. And Lisa really touched on it because she doesn't know how to use the top half of a phone, and she just talked. But she said very good. Things, Lisa. I really appreciate what you did for us tonight, being our first Foster Friday.
Thank you for having me. I really appreciate it. And I really want to thank Big Dog Ranch Rescue, not just for supporting me throughout this foster, because I've called and I've asked questions, but really for putting Lou in my path, because again, I can't even begin to tell you what an amazing dog he is. His profile, throw it away. I've got a new one for you.
Send it whenever and we'll update it. And if anybody out there watching is wanting to see more pictures of Lou and submit an application for Lou, go to our website, bdrr.org/adopt, and submit an adoption application.
Do it. Even a foster application.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna place my bets on foster fail for Lisa. What do you got, Kelsey?
Well, that's a coin toss for me. I would love if she keeps him, and I would love if she continues to foster for us. So my best case scenario is that she does both.
She does what?
That she does both.
Lou speaking, he might agree.
You can't play black.
Right. He wants to stay with you, and then you can foster another dog.
Everything is possible.
I agree.
You never know.
All right, Lisa, I appreciate you. Guys, if you're watching, tell everyone to please like Big Dog Ranch on Facebook and follow them on Instagram, please.
Please like Big Dog Ranch Rescue on Facebook, on Instagram. They put these amazing, cutesy little dogs you just want to eat up every day. And I'm not going to lie to you, until I look at them every day. They're so freaking cute.
We try.
All right. Thank you, Lisa.
Thank
Kelsey,
you.
I'm going to stay on.
Everyone. Bye-bye.
Stay on, Kelsey. Thank you. She was good.
She was awesome.
I love her. That New York accent that she's got. We're still live, so don't be cursing yet.
Has you feeling at home, right?
What's that?
I said her accent has you feeling at home.
It does. You really think she's gonna keep that dog? Foster fail.
I don't know. I mean, because I've been in that position. I know what it feels like to really love the dog, and saying goodbye to it's hard. But for me, I'm not. My ego is not so big as to think that I'm the only person who can love that dog,
right,
and who can provide a good life for that dog. And I think that she's the same way. It really is. Fostering is not for everybody. For some people, it is really hard to say goodbye to a dog.
Yep.
You know, I've got my wall of fosters that we put their picture up every time we say goodbye to them, and I keep in touch with my foster dogs. And you've got some that you're happy to see move on to their new homes, and you've got some that you look back and say, I probably should have kept that one.
And if anybody's watching wants to be the next one on Foster Friday, next Friday, please contact Kelsey Ballerini. on Facebook. Come on, that was good. Or send a message to Big Dog Ranch Rescue on Facebook. They are very responsive. The girl behind that feed is Kelsey, the one right in front of us. The one who's getting married in a few weeks. Way to go, kiddo. I still want to do
that. Talk to Eddie about that.
What's that?
You gotta talk to Eddie about that.
I still want to be the officiant.
I mean, anything is possible, right? That's what Lisa said.
So let me ask you a question, though, real quick. We are still in the process of opening up because of COVID. Yep. Did the rescue see any increase in surrenders this week?
We have. Unfortunately, we have surrender requests coming in all the time.
Do you think it is because of?
Is it more than usual? That's hard to say. We'd have to look more closely at the numbers. It is frustrating and sad, and I think it's one of those tough things where oftentimes people are put between a rock and a hard place and having to make a really difficult decision. I sure hope that the numbers don't increase given people going back to work.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so that's one thing I'm always worried about. I try to get the update from you guys about because you guys have such a big facility, so it's I can see it just being I think they said you had a couple hundred fosters come in because of COVID. I'm just worried about 1 week could be an explosion, and you guys are oh my goodness. But
yeah,
I do want you to give the update about Tough Tuesday. There was a dog that was adopted.
Yeah, so for everybody who tuned in, we highlighted, I think, 13 or 14 dogs on Tuesday. And today, Georgina went home.
Peace!
Do you remember the 7-year-old coonhound, the water dog?
So let me ask you a question. How long was that dog there for?
Oh, shoot. Now you're asking me questions I don't know the answer to off the top of my head.
Oh, you're killing me, Smalls. You're killing me.
If you give me 1 second, I can tell you.
1 second. Guys, if while she's doing that, please remember to like them on Facebook and follow them on Instagram. That's Big Dog Ranch. Also, guys, please subscribe to my George's Way Charities YouTube channel where I'm trying to get 1 million subscribers. Also, rewind this video if you relate to the feed so you can see Lisa, the amazing foster who has been fostering Lou, who is in the ranch since 2015, which is amazingly long. But it's awesome to see Lou is out and he's out by a pool and hanging out. He's doing a good job.
Yeah. And be sure to tune in next week. We're actually going to go live on Monday.
Yep.
And we're going to talk about hurricane preparedness with your dogs. And we're going to have a few super special guests with us. And then
you're so kind, Kelsey. You're so kind.
Well, I really like Jessica. So, I mean, you're not that special. Nice try. But Jessica's awesome.
All right.
And so are the friends of hers that will be joining us that work in rescue really all over, doing disaster relief and a lot of disaster relief related to animal rescue. So that's something that if everybody doesn't know, in Florida, there is a tax break on hurricane disaster relief preparation.
Right.
So there's no sales tax on those items through 4th. So we're going to go over how you can prepare yourself, your family, your dog, and what you need to know going into what we are being told may be a really active hurricane season. And I hope it's not. I hope that's wrong. So.
Yeah, I hear you. So how long was Georgina there?
I have in my notes 3 to 6 months, and I can give you an exact intake date.
Does that make you feel so good, though? 3-6 months. We got her out. Boom.
Yeah, I mean, I'm always happy to see any of them go. She came in on February 13th.
Okay.
I'm always happy to see any of them go. I mean, that's the best moment, right? When they get to go into there forever. I think that there's something extra special about the ones that we've spent a lot of time with.
Yep.
You know, getting that opportunity to go show somebody that they are a good dog.
True. I just think that I love when I saw that text from you. I was like, yes.
Yeah.
It just takes a little bit of momentum, a little bit of consistency when we're doing these live things. And I know that we're going to push a lot more out because even when we started this Foster Friday today, somebody had posted, I can't wait to see the new lineup of dogs. They got the days mixed up, but I was just like, we're going to have that. I know in a couple of forces, people are going to be excited about it. So
I've already put the list together.
Did you?
I did.
Preview. What do we got? Do you know who it is?
Oh, it's going to be a surprise, no?
Surprise? I don't know.
Oh, if you don't want it to be a surprise, I can tell you.
Fine.
Let's see. We're going to talk about...
How many we got?
So I've got 14 lined up.
Okay.
We've got... Let's see. I'm going to keep some of them a surprise. I know that some people have been asking about Chandler, so we're going to talk about Chandler. And Chandler's your buddy.
Yep.
We're going to talk about him. We're going to talk about Butters and Sue. We are, and mind you, everybody, so if you're tuning in now and then you're going to get mad at me on Tuesday because we switch out certain dogs, best case scenario is that I'm switching those dogs out because they may have an adoption pending. So fingers crossed. I hope that my whole list is gone by.
I hope everybody's mad at you on Tuesday.
True. We're going to talk about, let's see. We're going to talk about Dorley, who we've talked about once before. We've got Sahara and Dozer, who are a bonded pair.
Right.
We've got Colt, who some of you might know. I posted a Fospice request for him. He's one we could talk about tonight a little bit. He's a 12-year-old hound.
Do you have a picture?
I do.
Send me a picture.
Okay.
Let's talk about him.
Because we actually need to find a Fospice for him. So what a Fospice is basically...
I just want to ask you that question. Explain what a Fospice is, please.
Sure. So these dogs are dogs that have maybe some sort of medical issue that might prevent them from getting adopted.
Mm-hmm.
And so when we want to send them into Fospice, what we're saying is it's basically a permanent foster where we are going to cover the medical care because we want to make sure that that they have a comfy place to be for the remainder of their life.
Right.
He doesn't need to be at the ranch. He needs to be in a home. He needs to be in a bed. Probably not a house with stairs. That might be a little bit much for him. He's got prostate cancer, so he does need to, he's potty trained, but he does need to go out fairly regularly.
Right.
And we do provide the medication for his Cushing's, which I believe is prednisone. Overall, super good dog, super cute dog. Where do you guys see these pictures?
Did you send them to me?
I texted them to you.
Okay. Oh my God, very cute.
Right?
I think you might have said it already, but how old?
He's about 12.
12. Oh, very cute. How long do they think that he has?
I don't know. I mean, he seems in pretty good shape. Whatever time he has, we just feel like he should get that opportunity to not spend it at the ranch.
100% agree.
He's about 67 pounds. He's been with us since November. Let's see. He's chill. He just likes to hang out. You have a dog bed in the house, he'd probably park himself right there. He can be a little shy with men, so a house that doesn't have a ton of male visitors would probably be best. I would imagine he could probably get to know, if there's one man in the house, I would imagine he could probably get to know that person. But really, if you guys could consider opening your heart and your home to this sweet dog, if Chris can ever get it shared, come on. I'd rather see his face than your face.
Oh my God, you're getting sweeter by the day.
I know.
This friendship is just amazing. And she invited me to her wedding.
I mean, if I was nice to you all the time, you'd be like, oof.
There better be wedding cake. That's all I know. If there's wedding cake, I'm in.
We don't do cake.
We do cake.
We might make a tres leches. Oh, look at Cole.
Good idea.
How cute is he?
Let's see. All right, I'm in there.
Oh yeah.
So again, this is Colt, guys, 12 years old. We need a fospice. How do we become a fospice with Big Dog Ranch?
So for this dog, there's 2 steps I'd like you to take. Number 1 would be submitting an application on our website. So that would be bdrr.org/foster, and then fill out the application. Step 2 would be shoot me a message, which you can do either on Instagram at Big Dog Ranch Rescue or on Facebook with Big Dog Ranch Rescue. I answer those messages. If you tell me that you submitted the application, you tell me a little bit about, that you think you're a fit for him. I will do my best to connect you with the right people to get a meet set up to find out if he's the dog for you.
Sweet. I feel terrible for this dog.
Don't feel sorry for him. He's a cutie. Just give him a good life.
No, I'm just saying, 12 years old, going through what he's going through. We need to find a hospice.
Yeah. Look at that face. I could look at that face every day.
No, we're talking about the dog, not me.
Oh, I was talking about the dog. Huh?
Yeah, really cute. How long has he been a Big Dog?
Since November.
Wow.
Are you gonna make me do the math for you?
No, I'm not doing math. I'm processing what I'm looking at right now.
He's so cute.
Very cute. Again, guys, this is Colt at the Big Dog Ranch. We need to find a hospice ASAP, quick, fast, and in a hurry. Yeah, guys, please share this as much as possible. Share this video, share Colt's story. Take a screenshot if you need to, put it on Instagram, copy the link to this video, or tweet it out, or just share it on your friends' pages, tag your friends. Anything you guys can do to help Colt, get a hospice. And, what is it? Is it really a hard process to become a hospice?
Well, we do try to make sure that the dogs that we're placing are placed into the right home. We don't want him to have to go and come back, into homes that aren't suitable. So there is a little bit of a process there for our team to evaluate and make sure that you are the best fit. But from there, we do our best to support you throughout the whole process.
Yeah.
We're here to answer any questions you have. If you are currently a foster with us and you would like to feature your dog on Foster Friday, also send us a message and we will get that set up.
So Elsie Munez says, love your big noses. Is she talking about us?
Probably.
I was going to say, I've always been told I have a huge nose. Like everyone loves Ray Romano nose.
Yeah.
So she might be talking about me.
Yeah.
It could be me and Colt.
I'm gonna say, I don't know. My nose isn't really small. Honestly.
Chad says, share. Thank you so much, Chad, for sharing. Guys, I know if you guys cannot be a hospice for Colt, at least you can share for Colt. That does enough for him. It's going to put him in the right person's feed. The right person might see it tonight, and call up the Big Dog Ranch. So please share as much as possible. Mary says, we just had to put down our 3-year-old Mastiff down yesterday. Ooh, I'm so sorry, Mary. Ruth says, thank you for all you do. She's obviously speaking about me.
Definitely. Yeah. Actually, I think she's probably talking about Colt. Look at him. I got this, guys. I got it.
Take it easy, guys. It's all good. We should do like a handshake after every live thing. Like, look, if you go this way, go this way. Right, this way. Like, shake my hand, Kelsey. No, the other way, ding dong. You can't do it? Oh, no.
High five.
Why is it so weird?
Oh, Elsie said it's the dogs. Okay, fair enough.
Oh, God.
Big nose, though.
And Mary says, now our American Bulldog is depressed. I think it's time for a hospice, Mary.
Could be. Although that might not. There might be a lot of heartbreak in it. But Mary, so we are still takes about 7 to 10 days for applications to be processed, and we are still by appointment only. So if you are even just considering coming out to look for a new family member, go ahead and submit an adoption application. That'll give our team the chance to process your application so that you can make that decision in another week or two about whether you're ready to be looking for your next family member. Nice.
All right, Kelsey, Foster Friday is done. We spoke to Lisa, who fostered Lou, who she's definitely failing on that one. I'm convinced. I know it. She's not going to be able to. That car ride back is not going to happen. She's going to turn around 3 times, start crying. You know, she looks like
definitely not coming back to the ranch. I know that for a fact. I don't see that happening.
All right. Well, what's the time limit? She's gonna be doing this forever. I feel like she's gonna be a foster to Lou forever. She's never gonna admit that she failed.
I mean, Lou is so near and dear to all of our hearts that if that's what she wants to do, I don't think anybody's gonna complain.
She's gonna do it. Yeah, she's gonna be a lifer. She's not gonna admit to the failing part. She's gonna be. I'm fostering Lou. It's been 12 years. No, I'm kidding.
I mean, I call that a foster win. I don't know why we call it.
I hate that word. I don't like that it's called foster fail. It should be called foster victory.
Yeah. Foster
something. It doesn't sound. It sounds terrible. But thank you guys so much for joining the feed. Thank you again, Kelsey, for taking the time. I know you're planning a wedding.
Trying.
But congratulations on that part. Two different parts of our life, like, you know, like you're planning a wedding, I'm finishing a divorce. It's great stuff. I'm just kidding. But no,
I think we're both winning. So
we're both winning. We are winning. No. But no, I have a wonderful family now with my girlfriend. So it all led to good things. So all good stuff. But I thank you again for guys. Foster Friday, please join us for our next week's, which we do not know who we're speaking to yet, right?
We're definitely speaking to Jessica.
Perfect.
And then she has 2 people I think that we'll be speaking with as well on different parts of the call. So that's Monday at 7. And then Tuesday at 7 will be Tough Tuesday. We're going to highlight another 14 dogs, which you guys can all adopt. And then on Friday, we're going to come back for another Foster Friday.
Yes, I appreciate it, Kelsey. Thank you guys again. Please like Big Dog Ranch on Facebook. Follow them on Instagram. Also subscribe to Jordan's Way Charity's YouTube, or I will be upset. Kelsey gets physical.
Don't want any of
that happen. All right, Kelsey, let's do our pretend high five. Are you serious right now?
No, that's that one.
Ready? 1, 2, 3. Totally missed, girl.
You missed.
All right, Kelsey. I will see you next time, girl.
All right. Sounds good.
Later.
Okay, bye.